Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. You join us once more in the map editor where we are creating an island, quite a big island. Last time we created this kind of house structure with a little walkway, and the time before that, we created this pier with the rocks and the little walkway, and also the shipwreck made out of multiple shipwrecks to make a larger model than before. We've also created a cave. A passage, if you will, with a boat in it. I don't know if we want to leave that particular boat in there, but it's what's in there for the time being. We've created a broken beach because we needed something to link this to the rest of the island, and then from there we've kind of chosen a theme and run with it. So we've got this kind of hexagonal fortification, probably warrior or something, fortification, but because the island is named Jurassic Park, it's probably something actually to do with InGen. Well, actually what it is a sea fort. What is jammed into the world? In fact, it's one from the Thames estuary in the UK, Second World War, Thames estuary. So we have a bunch of other trees and bits and pieces that make up an inland stream, probably quite a salty stream, which comes from a spring, which comes from these mountains. So we have actually done quite a lot on this map already, but there is much more to do. Speaking of much more to do, in the comments, Redstone Forever has pointed out that some people may have problems downloading and using these maps because objects are not spawning. You get the island mesh, you get the sea, and you get nothing else. The solution for that is to go into the objects file and replace all the periods with commas. Tried it, but I'm on 0.51, the main release, and unfortunately that didn't work in the way that was expected. It removes all the objects for me, so I can't see them in the map editor, and I can't see them in the world. It's a bit of an issue. So for the time being, I'm gonna put a pin in that one, because I think they're talking about experimental, which is on 0.58 at the moment. So if you're having problems with stuff spawning in the world on custom maps, do let me know in the comments what version of the game you're on, whether it's 0.51 or 0.58. Also, you kind of have to be watching these as they're going live. Otherwise, you might be the future person and the game's gone gold and it's like 1 point something or other, and you're like, oh, I do not know what you're meaning. So today we have choice. We have choice. We have so much that we can do. We've already worked a lot of detail into what we've made. Tarwanian in the comments has suggested we use more bush on the island, especially when we were sort of putting the stuff around the house. She suggests that we use bush to fill in the gaps. I'm not sure. I'm thinking bush is more of a, I mean, it's definitely a design choice, style choice. We can use it. It's kind of, where is it? Trees. It's literally bush. It's not bushes. It's literally bush. So using bush to fill gaps. It's kind of the 70s choice, but it does add something to the ground. So you can add it down, pull it out, and then you've got something that can be jumped on, but also adds a bit of extra foliage to the world, kind of cheaply as well. I wonder if it's if adding this is actually cheap in terms of objects and things needed to be rendered, because it's kind of the same as having rock or something there. I mean, we can move it in close to the tree, so we got I was gonna say bush and wood, but it's not, it's bush and tree. Right, okay, good. Is that kind of add something to the area? I'm not gonna deny. I'm gonna move it down a little bit more, maybe. So moving around. Press R to rotate. So the controls we will be using today: W to go forward, S to go back, A to go left, D to go right, Q to go down, E to go up, and then we've got R, which, if you have an object selected, rotates. T to transform. C will clone it. Okay, well, we've just cloned it. Boom, lots of bushes. No, lots of bush. It's just bush in the thing. It's just bush. Seriously, just look it up. That's the watchword of the day. We haven't really done anything on this side of the island. It is still kind of bare, kind of not a lot going on. So we've done a lot on, I would say, the south side. This is actually probably north of the island, if I'm thinking about it. We can check that. Where's the sun? Well, that's not useful. The sun is behind a cloud. All right, objects. No camera. No, that do nothing. We will go to terrain. Time. Okay, drag it. So that is the west, which means if we set it to there, the east. All right. Well, it's kind of the easterlymost point of the island. Fine. We'll set the time to the middle of the day. Boom. So we get that sort of beautiful reflected light off the sea bed of the sea floor, which gives us a lovely blue tropical look. Cool. We do have this big area in here. I'm still not doing anything with the mountains just yet. They should really be the last thing we touch because the mountains, well, they need to fit in with everything that we're doing, but at the same time, yeah, they kind of need to rise above. So we need to do something. This is kind of a wide gap. If you're into gaps, this is a bit of a wide one. Gonna be honest, not really. I mean, I thought what we could do is we could put something across here, maybe. I mean, trying to go with the Jurassic Park theme for the entire island is going to be a little bit on the exhausting side. Only because the toolbox really doesn't have that much stuff, apart from all these physics items, which are hilarious if you want to stack them inside each other. Then we've got the trees. There's not a lot of variety, although I know one of these is getting remodeled. If you do have pine trees, you can get vines growing up them. We got the rocks. We're probably going to be using a lot of rocks, not going to lie. Rocks and cliffs. Animals, not just yet. And then structures. We could use structures, I guess. Yeah, let's do something with rocks and structures in this gap, because otherwise we just end up with a massive gap, and no bush is gonna fill that in. It's been one of those days. I'm not gonna apologize. I was out pumping the tires up on the bike. I've got to the point, and I'm just like, you know what? It's May. It's middle of May. I really want to just go for it. So I think after work tomorrow, everyone will be queued up in their car, and they'll be like, "Ooh, I'm in my car and everything," and I'll be like, "Yeah, sorry about this. I'm going past you all on my bike, and it's loud, and you're going to be sad." And they're just like, "Oh no, I wish I too could do the same things, but I do not have a motorbike." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's just a life choice, isn't it? Sometimes you choose a thing, sometimes you don't." I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just putting some rocks down, seeing how I feel, which is 90% of map making. You put stuff down, how do you feel? I do want to leave it open, but I'm very conscious that one of the problems we've got here is it's very open. So as you're running around, you can see probably too much. And what I want is things to be occluded, people to have to explore. They're like, we need to explore. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to put some rocks and stuff down. We've got these two hills. I kind of want people to be able to walk from one to the other without touching the ground. So have a route from one side to the other. I know I said, I don't want to touch the hills until last, and then immediately go and touch the hills. But then we have been talking about bush for the last 10 minutes, so whatever. We're now talking about rocks. So that's the thing that we're doing. A thing that we're absolutely doing. So we're going to get some cliffy bits in here. Yeah, the object's not spawning on maps for certain people. That's a bit of a strange one. Tough to diagnose. Well, it's not. Periods of commas in the object file. I'm sure that's going to work for some people, but unless I can make it work for myself, I don't know. I don't want to do too much and then not be able to edit the maps myself. Although I do keep infinite backups. I was looking. I got backups from April last year. There's a lot of backups there. So what we're doing is we're dragging stuff into the world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Pressing R, pressing T, because we have something that's monumentally steep, very, very steep. I'm not entirely sure how steep the player avatar is allowed to, what kind of steepness the player avatar is allowed to walk up. I'm considering. I'm thinking it's probably not this steep. I'm thinking that will trigger the fall animation. And then you will fall, and it will be hilarious. But it won't be hilarious. Well, it will be hilarious. Well, kind of. Could you walk up that? Probably the spine of the hill. I think you probably could. So what we need to do is get in the structures. It doesn't help if I have my hand in front of my mouth, because that's dumb. It's just like, ooh, you're talking to a bunch of people you might never meet. Oh, I tell you what, let's go and put your hand in front of your mouth between you and the microphone. That's a way of talking to absolutely no one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to play with these. Fortunately, we got whacking great big hills, so we can bury half of these in the hills. Ah, brilliant. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. In such a way that I've got an idea. I've got an idea. We can make the gates from Jurassic Park. I don't think we can. Yeah. So not upset at adding lots of evidence of human interaction on the island, because that's kind of cool. So having walkways and things is good. What I don't want to do is suspend them all the way above the map, and then have it so that it looks odd. So I'm having to be very careful about how these are used. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for the time being. Or am I? No, I have a better idea. You come out here, because you will actually stretch all the way across. But is there a payoff? See, what I'm thinking is we could put a jump halfway across, so anyone jumping across would literally have to leap across using the C4 bridge broken, because it's got the tabs on it. But then this is kind of inland. It's very high above sea level, so that if someone were to fall, they would actually break their ankles. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricksy. All right, fine. Leave you there for the time being. Don't need to worry about you. I'm just gonna press C, because now we can bring you around. Press R, rotate you. Press T. Because there's not a lot of objects over here, I'm guessing that what's actually happening is that we are not losing objects within objects. Ah, cool. So what's happening now? Well, we have a lot of stuff here. We have the cliffs and things, and what we can do is we can add little paths between the cliffs in such a way that it's subtle. Very, very subtle. Very subtle. Indeed, you'd be hard-pressed to find anything more subtle. Okay, cool. So we might have to move some of these cliffs a little bit. We can do that. That's not a problem. There we go. Things that I don't like. So that poking out the edge of the cliff. You can do it point to point. So here, where there is a gap, that's quite easy to leap over. We can add some rocks and bits and pieces. But short walkways keeps it subtle. Right, good. Do we want to climb that? Boop. We've already climbed it. Oh, cool. Brilliant. That's excellent. So what I want to do now is rotate it. Are we going to lose it? absolutely fine. So we can rotate that a little bit more and just have it coming out there. T, the sun's gone in. T to transform, and then R to rotate, but we're going to use the red. It's a shame we can't slide this toggle up and down the object. So an object this long, it would be nice to be able to pivot it at either end, but I guess that's kind of way beyond the scope of the editor. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. So if we go R, so what I'm trying to do is hide the fact that we've got a lot of walkway by burying it into objects. So let's bring this out, and we're just going to have to keep tweaking it because I like the idea of having this here, but I don't. We might have to go slightly different with this because we've only got this tiny bit of rock here, so we've got to be very careful about how we position this. But then we've got this bit here. Now we could. No, you're not the droids we're looking for. You are, but if we bring that up, we make it harder to jump up on this end. Oh, okay. Also, it's kind of ugly here, right? Fine. This can come nowhere because that's not going to help us at all. Right, we're going to need a rock. We're going to need a rock. That's how it's going. Definitely how it's going. All right, we'll bring you in. And then bring you down a little bit, and then bring you out. There we go. Okay. So this is really clipped into anything else. Is that looking a bit weird? Nope, I think we can accept that for what it is. What about stuff over here? Alright, I got it. I got it. I'm going to click on train and objects because we got something selected and we don't want to... we don't want it selected. Oh, look at this. It's a giant bush. Let's move that in. Let's move that over here a little bit. The only thing I worry about with things like the giant bush is that at some point the devs will be like, you know what, I really don't like it, and they will just get rid of it as it is, and then it will be no more, and then we will be sad because we'll have to edit our maps again. Although I guess because it's all in early access, you don't really have much of a choice when it comes to stuff like that. Alright, so we've got... Yeah, that works. Kind of hides some of the metal. Some of the dodgy dealings that we've been making. Can we have that come out a little bit more? Yep, I think that's eminently jumpable. Some of the stuff's hidden and it's added a bit of greenery to the walk. Nice. Nice. Okay, what have we got here? What's going on here? Well, we got some cliffs around the edge of this headland. What do we got? Can we do anything with this? Ooh, no, I don't want to do anything with that. Because that's messing with that now. It's messing with that mojo. Right, we're going to press R and just bring it out a little bit. Just twist it, give it a little twisty. Right, what about this? We pull that in. T, bring that in a bit. Okay. Right. And then it's kind of, so if we press R, rotate it back, and then lower it down, bring it back a little bit, and then R, rotate it in. Oh, I want to rotate you in. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, do we have anything that's sticking up that we can peek underneath? I don't want open mesh here. No open mesh. Cool, right, that seems okay. Is that leaning out a little bit? I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure, so we're going to go to terrain. We're going to go to set height? Question mark? We're going to set about that size brush, soft brush obviously. We're going to read the height. I'm going to read it from over here. And we're going to just push and hold. Push and hold and fill this area in. Cool, right. Nice. So that's just sorted that out a little bit. That's better. It's a little bit wibbly wobbly. Not a problem. Not a problem. Because we're going to hit the smooth button. The amount slider is obviously inherited. I'm going to say that every time, because if I don't, somebody's going to do something and they're going to write that map and they're going to be like, "You should have told me." Oh no. I'd be like, I did. See episode 300. I told you in episode 300. Oh wait, 300 is not out yet. Ooh, awkward. No, not really. Right, so we flatten this off, but there's no way of indicating that you can go around here and start walking down here. Ah, okay. Well, why is there no way of what's not going on? We haven't done the thing, signposted anything. So what we're going to do is make a signpost, and what we're going to do is make it subtle, so the player thinks they're clever. But we know the truth. Player ain't clever. So what we're going to do is take this rocks, and we're going to go C. See? Where's C? I can't see it! It's behind the microphone. And then we're going to go boop, and then we're going to press C. And then we're going to go boop. It's subtle, right? Subtle. Yeah. Very subtle. Subtle like Sunday morning. And Coke. Subtle Coke. Right. So we can do that. And we press C. And we are just going to move this back to create stairs. Whoa! Minds have been blown. I know. It's what I do. It's what I do. What we're going to do is drop this down. Doesn't matter if they look the same. Wait, what? Yeah, it doesn't really matter if they look the same. We can rotate them around. So we get different stair patterns, I guess. There we go. It's the trouble with stairs is you force the player to jump. That's kind of the main issue with them. Instead of being able to walk smoothly, I kind of like it that way around. Prefer it the other way around. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is use a big rock. Big rock. Not. Does it say not you? It might end up being you. Alright, big rock. Cool. So what we need to do is put this in such a way that we can have it as a kind of a landing piece T, because the player will naturally want to explore. The player in their natural habitat will want to explore the island, but we have to show them where to go. Make them feel like they're doing it all by themselves. Cool. And cool. Doesn't look stupid. And you can see it. Okay, let's just check something. Check something very, very... Okay, we're going to hit terrain objects. I think we're going to go back to terrain because that's what we need. And we're going to change the time of day. Okay, so overhead you got the shadows of the stairs. And in the moonlight. Okay. So at certain times of day, you're actually going to be able to see more. Okay, well, it works. It works. It works as far as I'm concerned. Then we can use small rock. What? And we can rotate it onto its edge. Then use it as kind of a... Okay, we'll probably want to bring it this way. And down there. There you go. Hey, talk about subtle. Suddenly, looks like a little path. Oh my word! Just that little addition of a rock turns that into like a little party path. See? Not just a pretty voice. Just a crazy voice. So yeah, we've created some stairs, we created these walkways. I know what you were thinking right at the beginning of this. You were thinking #ruined. It was like a Bob Ross live stream. #ruined. Oh, I can't even. What is he doing? It's not even. I just can't carry on. I'll just I'll just subscribe and then favorite all the videos and leave some comments and then never come back to the channel again. Unless it's to like a bunch more other videos, but I'm not watching them. Okay, right, fine, you do you. Right, so I'm just cloning these and moving them up, because what we've done is we put some stairs in on the other side. And in order to keep things the same, what I'm going to do is add some stairs here. Now, when I say the same, what I actually mean is sort of keep the visual cues the same, because I've got too many objects in the same area. Because I want this one. Yeah, that is that one. Cool. Because like the ficus trees, teaching people that underneath the ficus trees there might be some fruity treasure or something, medical plants or something. Here, the stairs are subtle, but also show that there might be a path. So we've started this side, and we've got these walkways, which again are subtle. They're not the full length of the walkways, because we don't need to use the full length of the walkways. And then we've got these stairs here, which lead down into this little area, which then you could walk up the spine of the mountain. So there is another way across. I'm going to need to do something here, because I just don't want to put a straight line across there. That's basically what I don't want to do. Straight lines, fine, but I don't want to do it because it doesn't feel right, or as dilapidated as it could feel, you know. So yeah, we're moving things out, and again, we've got something nice to key into here. So we've got these cliff edges, which we put in just as a placeholder, so that we knew where to build up the land. But we're going to use them. We're absolutely going to use them. Yep. So what we're going to need to do is take another walkway piece. Yeah, here it gets tricky. Here it gets very, very tricky. Because in order to do something clever in this middle piece, we're gonna need... do we want these, like, pillars? Yeah, I want the pillars. I want them. So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to make the toolbox work for us. Who works for us? The toolbox. Who works for number 2? See footbridge broken. Let's see what we can do with you. Because you, I feel, are a treasure. What we need to utilize. So we're going to rotate. We are going to press T. We're going to come up. We're going to go this way. Let's come back. So the bridge has these sort of yellow handles, which are grippy handles, which are kind of cool. But what we can do is use them in a way that's not really intended, because that's the best way of using something. So we can create short pieces with them. I think the other side is actually shorter, is it not? Is it not? Do I not entertain you? Are you not amused? Probably not. So we can do that. No, that doesn't really work. That's too short now. Because this back piece we would need to hide. Okay, fine. Let's put it back the way it was. Control Z. Oh, we don't have Control Z. We're just going to have to do what we can do. And unfortunately, what we can do is going to be a little bit tricksy. So what we're going to do is lower this pillar, so it's no longer level. Lovely. Now we're going to make sure we've got the right thing selected. We're going to bring that up. We're going to pull that out. We're going to press R. No. We're going to press R. Bring that down. Press T. Make sure we're doing the right thing selected. It's kind of a little bit of a struggle. We're also going to press R, rotate you slightly. As if you have fallen, but you can get up. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, obviously. What else was going to go there? Nothing. I hate it. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we're on the same hymn sheet. So now we've got this bridge piece. It's kind of broken. It's kind of at an angle, but it's still an angle the player can walk up. We can check to make sure that it's not going to be an obstruction. Oh yeah, no. So the door obviously goes straight through there. If I delete that, just pull it out and not let go. Doop. This is a player. Doopy 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 doopy. Oh, bridge. So, okay, cool. Brilliant, because the player's not going to be higher than a door. That would be ridiculous. They would not be able to function. They would be like, oh, I cannot function. I cannot function. Right, fine. So what we can do is drag this bad boy in. Different textures. See, different textures. Press R to rotate. And then press T. And now this one, if we bring this back, and now we're in the mountain. We have become the thing we fear most. We have become the mountain itself. No, we can bring this down and we can join up with... we can join up with something that's far, far away, but actually closer than it appears. So, in fact, we don't even need... we don't even technically need to join it up. We could just have it poking out. And if it's enough... yeah. I was going to say, if it's close enough, it doesn't need to join up. What we can do is bring this up a little bit. There we go. And maybe just bring it back a little bit. Okay, so you're still going to need to jump, but you ain't get... oh, I wonder if you're going to get stuck on that thing. Bring it forward, so it's actually over the top of that. Nice. So it leaves a bit of a problem poking out of the back of the world. That problem is shaped like the arse end of a bridge. Well. Could be an issue, or we could just fix it very, very simply. I'll just keep moving that piece around. I don't want to move that piece around. It's this piece that I want. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Oh, it's behind you. Right, okay, fine. Let's hit terrain. Let's hit raise and lower. Make sure the amount slider is, because it's inherited. Where is it? Where is it? We're going to check it. We're checking it. We're raising the land up. We're doing it. We're doing it, Peter. We're raising the land up. So we're bringing this out. And it's going to be a bit of a weird one. Only because it's going to raise the land up more in the center than the outside anyway, because we're using the soft edge brush. And because oh wow, I was talking, then I took my foot off the pedal, so suddenly everything stopped. Hang on, how long have I had the foot off the pedal? I don't know. The headphone cable was rubbing against the side of the chair, and I'm like, that is not going to be good on audio. Oh, now I'm paranoid. Did I raise my foot off the push to talk pedal because I was trying to clear the headphone cable, or has it been raised up all the time and I haven't been actually talking into the microphone? No, I've been talking to the microphone, but I might not have been talking to anyone. Oh no! I don't know. I literally don't know. So let's smooth that off a little bit. No, that's set height. What am I talking about? Why are we setting the height? Because I now don't know what I'm doing anymore. Not that I ever did. So we're smoothing. It doesn't matter if the hillside isn't completely rounded. It's not a problem. And because we are a creature of habit, we're just going to find a rock. Boom. 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 No. Let's delete that. And let's go and find a bush. Trees, bush, right, fine. We'll put a bush on it. I'll just do it. I'm doing it. Hashtag put a bush on it. It still feels wrong. It still feels like out of place. I don't know. So it needs to come out about that far. It's probably one of those things that tricks people. They get to the edge of the cliff and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little look over. And then they fall off and break both of their ankles, and then they have to spend the rest of the time looking at a ficus tree for medical supplies. Oh, what have we wrought on the world? What chaos have we wrought? Okay, cool. In order to make this not terrifying, we have one more section to do. We're going to hit terrain and objects so we don't actually drag that thing around. What? For some reason I read boy ball, which, if you are American, no, it's not buoy. You don't buoy someone's heart, you buoy their heart. B-U-O-Y. Just forget the U's even there. I'm assuming that's a thing that Americans should do. They're like, oh, there are too many vowels, we get confused. No, I thought I read that as booty ball for some reason. I was like, wait, have they changed it? No, they haven't. Right, fine. Fine, no booty ball for you. That's what we're doing. We're going to see if we can get a bridge in here, but I'm not. It's going to be incredibly tight. Just infinitesimally tight. Yes, this is going to be a bit of an issue, actually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Because it's on the outer edge. And because it's on the outer edge, it actually will behave differently to as if it were on the inner edge. If it was on the inner edge, we would have a lot of stuff to actually hide it behind. Don't worry, I'm not going insane. Brother's home and they live in the flat downstairs, and the flat downstairs water is insane. It's like, I think it's the boiler actually. They've got an old immersion like heater downstairs, and every time they fill the sink up, it makes an unholy noise. It's just like, oh, I thought you wanted to hear the sound that the Titanic might have made when it was sinking. And I'm like, I kind of don't really. No, this is not going to work. It's too big. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go and use some rocks, rocky rocks, but we're going to have to use them in a way that is subtle. Give me a rock. Alright, this one is kind of subtle. It's kind of cool as well because it's fairly flat on at least one side. So what we'll do is we'll bring it up a little bit and to there. But it looks weird now down there. Oh yeah, it does. It looks like it's been placed as if it is artificial. Oh, and we can enhance that. We can enhance and zoom, because that is what we're going to do. Zooming is definitely. I'm just having a look here, making sure there is a kind of a gap. I don't think that's an ankle breaking gap. Something that's going to hold a player. So what we'll do is we'll do this. That side, we went the sharper side. Oh, I kind of like the sharper side. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. And keep a theme with these marker rocks. Oh, what? No, that's not what I want. I want the red. Give me the red part of the rock, please, if you will. Cool. And then what we're going to do is press C. And then we are going to move this over here. And we are keeping the theme alive. Oh, all right. Yeah, it kind of works. So we've got these two like marker rocks. They kind of look like they're not really supposed to be there. We could fill that little tiny hole in with a small rock. Hello, small rock. Press R to rotate. Press T to go down. And press R to rotate once more. Maybe a few other times more. There we go. Don't want that hole there. Don't want it there. Good. So you can walk up there. You can actually just walk straight off that, straight down. Hop down if you should so wish. Wishing is definitely a thing that you could do. We've got this walkway. We've got these stairs at the end. Nice. So we now have a way around the outside of these mountains, which can lead to here, which is definitely, you can walk up that slope. That's not a problem. You should be able to walk up the spine. Maybe not that side, but definitely kind of up here. And then over the top, and definitely walk down the spine, this side. So, what we will do is, instead of saying, we don't really want these rocks, we don't want these rocks, what we're going to say is, we do want the rocks, and we want to make feature of the rocks. So we're going to get some trees. Oh, what kind of trees are you going to use? Well, let's get some bush in there. Look at that bush action. Look at it. Look at the bush. There we go. Let's rotate it. Oh, rotate is already selected. How wonderful. So we will grab the green and push it into the world. There we go. It's a little trap for someone, should they be foolish enough to tread on the bush. And then they will go, "Ay!" And that will be the last of them. That will be the last of them. They'll be like, "Oh no! What happened?" I don't know, just fell off the world. I want the green toggle. There we go. Just adding it just to the edges. I think we'll probably rotate that one a little bit more. There we go. Just get some leaves in there, because otherwise it'll be devoid of greenery. Ficus, everywhere. That's not the right one. I'm going to hit terrain and objects just in case I rotate or drag it or delete it or something. Ficus tree, boom. Boom. Booming is happening. Booming is definitely happening. Is it the right size tree? Yeah, is that a baby tree? This doesn't feel very big. No, that's the same size as these other ones. Is it? Ficus tree 2, yeah. That is the same tree, right? Yeah, it is. It just doesn't feel very big when it's next to the mountain. We have actually doubled up the ficus tree. Is it here? No, I don't know if I've done it on this island. Oh, maybe here? Question mark? Oh, I'm not entirely sure I've done it on this island. We've done it on other islands. Oh no, yeah we did. Oh, wait. Camera. Hello, camera. The camera has no velocity control. Ugh. Hate this camera. There's no measure. No, I don't think I have. Oh no, yep. Here. Here's 2 ficus trees together. Yeah, they're getting cozy. So yeah, we have built a world tree before. We did it. We're doing it, Peter. Yeah, so it's kind of a testament to the size of this freaking mountain, how small this tree feels. You whip it out of the toolbox and it's like, it doesn't feel big. Oh god, is that what she said? Oh no, we're just creating traps for ourselves now. Right, so we'll give it a rotate. I think that's probably... Oof. Ooh. Well, that ain't that terrifying. Suddenly inside the world we can see the water layer, which runs under the entire island, which is a thing most games have. And we can see all the insides of the stuff that's poking into the world, like that massive ass piece of bridge, because we're only using a tiny ass bit of it. And that's the thing. If you ever say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go into level design. All right, cool, brilliant. Yeah, I need a way of impressing them. Oh yeah, just use the units of measurement. What's that? Well, definitely in level design, everything is measured in asses. It's either an ass load or it's not. I don't know. I don't know. If you get fired before you even get a job, it's not my fault. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is do that because I don't want to rotate it anymore. I'm going to find a door because I'm not sure if that branch is entirely tall enough. Door. Oh yeah, no, it's entirely tall enough. Look at that. Just about. Boop, boop, boop. Not that anyone would actually jump over the top and then use these stairs once they know they're there. They'll probably just hop up here as a shortcut straight to the top. Because if that's one thing players love, it's you find a shortcut and then that's it. You don't need to do the thing anymore with your face. Navigate. But also with your... I don't know, it's been a long day. What do I know? So what I'm going to do is rotate this bad boy around. Hello? More bushes? Yes, please. Ah, that's kind of keeping up a theme. Definitely keeping a theme, right. Well, good. Good. Sure. And because it's a ficus, why don't we put something useful here that people might actually want? Oh, well, okay. Yeah, we got some palms. Palms, yuccas. Yucca would do. Hello. We could be truly evil and put the yucca here. We could become the thing we fear most. What's that? Well, that's the leaves falling down these gaps and becoming completely unable to be dug out. You know what? I think I'll leave it like that and give people something to do. Right, fine. So we've created a little pathway. Oh, look at that! That is actually beautiful. I love that. That is so lovely. It's beautiful. So we've created these stairs. We'll have to do something with the spine of the hill. We've got this walkway, which now comes over here. We've got a little subtle marker here, which goes over here. We've got another set of stairs at this point. You can cross here. This bridge is twisted. It is a short piece because the rest of it is in the freaking hill. You can hop up over there, so I'm hoping the little tab is not going to engage and you suddenly find yourself on your butt. I don't think that'll happen. You can walk up here and then over here. Oh wow, I'm happy with the way that turned out. Actually, I'm very happy with the way that's turned out. Good. So now what we can do is we can decorate this valley without too much difficulty. Is there anything? What is this? Why is there light here? No, that's fine. That's fine. I think what we should do is put another yucca here and sort of do something with this hill. But yeah, we got a good thing going. And I think I do think I want something here. I definitely think I want something here. So what we can do is whip out some rocks, and we're going to go back to small rock 1 because small rock 1, useful shape. And we're going to repeat a theme that we have created on the other side of the pathway. And we're not going to be too fussy about it this time. So we've got the three stairs which lead down, 3 steps which lead down, and hopefully yep, okay, so you're led down to here, and we can copy that, and let's move that back. We're going to raise it up a little bit more than normal because scrub and grass and stuff might grow up through it. So there you are. You've got a subtle, kind of now obvious way to get across there. And while we're doing things, what we may as well do is grab Small Rock 3. Hello, you actually have a really unique and interesting shape all to yourself. We can rotate you a little bit. There you go. And then because we've done that, we can throw a tree in here. I'm going to hit terrain and objects just so I don't actually move anything. And we're going to go back to Big Ass Ficus. Where are you, Big Ass Ficus? In fact, they should just rename it. I would say in honor of nearly 300 videos, start renaming stuff in the toolbox. I want to see booty balls, and I want to see. I'm a horrible person. Big ass ficuses. No, I am a horrible person. Good. I think that's actually okay the way it is. You know, I'm gonna just move it into the crook of the rock, so we can have that over the top. Nice. Look at that. I want to keep the crest of the hill, and well, that hill in particular, I want to keep it clear. It doesn't matter so much this hill. We could put stuff on here, but it's just does that obscure that too much, do you think? That is not right. That is not the object that's not the droid we're looking for. No. Also, can I not click on it? No. There's nothing on this hill, and the only thing I can't click on is the ficus. Alright. Yeah, that needs to be sort of more in there. Actually in the hollow of that rock. Alright, cool. Let me bring it down a bit more. I think one of the problems is this branch here is kind of in the way. create this without making it difficult for people to navigate around it? That is an excellent question. Okay, objects everywhere. We are going to need a door. Sir, your finest door. There we go. I'm a player. Yeah, that looks like they'll be able to go under there. No problems whatsoever. The camera, on the other hand, I wish it had some velocity control. Kind of get under there, maybe? Put some rocks or something there. Okay. So yeah. So we do this. So the door represents the player, and the player will go obviously clipping to every surface that the of the world, because as we know, players defy gravity. So they'll walk all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way through here, up here, down these stairs, get to the end, and then throw themselves off into the sea and get eaten by a shark. Best possible scenario. Absolutely 100% best possible scenario. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Why did I press that button? No. Cool. The coolest of the cool. Oh, that is still so very, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I do. I really do. So I'm going to leave it there for the time being. Definitely. Let's go to terrain objects. Cool. If you like this, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell, because that will give you notifications when videos go live. There's also a Facebook page, there's a Twitter, there's a website and everything. If you think YouTube's being useless and not giving you all the information you need, go to those, and then they'll fill in the holes, fill in the gaps. Much like Bush. But I tell you what. I'll see you next time.